On the spot news media, we got the latest news. We don't care about the views, we just representing right. Put local news internationally every night. On the spot, wave that Jamaican flag from left to right. Let's get it right, y'all know the type. We ain't dealing with the hype, we make it take flight.
Yeah man, my viewers and subscribers, what go on? A blessed and wonderful Saturday morning to each and every person out there tuning into On The Spot News Media. Now my peeps, I don't know how we do it over on this side each and every morning. We have to give thanks and praise to the Most High Creator for the preservation of life, because life is indeed the greatest. So in the morning, my peeps, I have a few stories to share with you, the regular members of Chan Public and also members of the diaspora. So please like the video, share the video, watch the entire vlog so you can get a full understanding and a better appreciation of everything we are going in Jamaica. So watch your snow, my peeps, to the name Saturday the day when some of the regular ones and ones them out there traverse the church. So happy Sabbath to you all. But whilst doing so, my peeps, please remember On The Spot News Media, its loyal viewers and subscribers in your immediate prayers. You definitely see how Jamaica run right and also you know for sure. So we need that now more than ever. And to all of the regular ones and ones them out there in the streets who is just going about your lawful business from Moran Point to the Grill Point. As always, my peeps, safe travel, pan the gravel, and continuously look out on the corner yai cause the old dirty corner boy them always out there. Alerts, yeah man. So in the morning, my peeps, we are going to kick it off with an update. And then another sad story as a member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force was brutally gunned down at his home in the Harbour. Boy, may I tell you, the thing rough. So in the morning, my peeps, we're going to kick it off with an updated story where this criminal element are presently on your screen, this scum of the earth, this all nastiness here, Ricardo George Brown. The man accused of committing multiple sex crimes against the two little pitney them in a whole harbour out of church pen. The 9-year-old and the 10-year-old sisters. Well, this morning, we just wish to make on a know say, yo, the criminal element is presently in the custody of the police. So the accused man, as I stated earlier, is identified as a 35-year-old Ricardo George Brown, who resided in the Thetford community in Churchpen, Old Harbour. So the criminal element was captured yesterday evening by law enforcement official in his native community of Yallas, St. Thomas. So the commander of the police subdivision of Old Harbour, that's Assistant Superintendent Romario Rankin, stated that he is presently in their custody. It was also revealed that the criminal element had a previous crime conviction committed in St. Thomas, for which he served time in prison. So this criminal element here is indeed also another repeat offender who was let out back in our nation's streets and back in communities, and he did the same to unsuspected persons. Boy, may I tell you, it's rough. So the suspect is now facing 1 count of holding and take, 1 count of holding and take to a child, grievous holding and take assault, forcible abduction, unlawful detention with the intent to commit a holding and take, and unlawful detention with the intent to commit grievous holding and take assault. So allegations, as I've stated in previous vlogs, is that on May 7th, sometime around noon, the criminal element held up the two sisters, aged 10 and 9 years old, who were on their way home coming from school. It is said that him grabbed them, carried them in a nearby bush, and performed acts, certain gruesome acts on the two sisters. So it is stated that he had intercourse with the older sibling. So the 10-year-old forced himself inside at the 10-year-old. Can you imagine a big old crusty back man like this force himself into a little 10-year-old girl? Boy, me I tell you my peeps, this thing I really grieve me heart. So the matter was reported to the Harbour police, who immediately launched a manhunt. He fled the area, but a coordinated and intelligence-driven approach by law enforcers led to his capture. It is said that the police from the Kingston Eastern Police Division also assisted in his capture. So he will be handed over to the St. Catherine South Police Division headquarters, where formal charges are expected to be laid on him. I just hope that this time when him go in front, Your Honor, give him a pretty lengthy sentence. So by the time him fi come out of jail, if him survive that, him supposed to all enough when not even him private part supposed to work. Yeah, man. Boy, me I tell you, this grieve me heart. Now the next thing that we are going to talk about, my peeps. A policeman end up losing 3 points over there in the Harbour. Now on your screen is the police corporal in question. He has since been identified as Kamal Mayne, and he was attached to the Kingston Western Police Division. Now information reaching on the Spot News Media would suggest that the police corporal arrived home and got out of his car and was walking around the car to get something from the passenger side of the vehicle when it is said that a criminal element armed with a handgun approached from behind and fired some can in the corporal head, leaving him lifeless, same place, on the spot. Them couldn't even rush him to the hospital because the whole of him cranium leak out, same place a ground, right there so. So far, information suggests that the corporal and nobody no really have no ongoing, nothing a go on in a whole Harbour. So the entire community of Claremont in whole Harbour is definitely in mourning and stating that they don't know where this could have really come from. Well, it could be coming from one or two things. Either there is an underlying issue that nobody really knows about or wish to speak on, or the fact that the police them a knock it and a clap it upon criminal elements left, right and center. The criminal elements probably would have seen the corporal as an easy target and just go slap him with for send a message to members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. And if that is the case, police officers from Moran Point to Negril Point, you ought to take caution, especially when you're off the job. When you're on the job, not saying that nothing can happen to you, but it's more likely to happen when you're off the job because you're alone. So now have to pay keen attention. And one of the things about many of us, not just police officers, we tend to get really comfortable when we are home, which we should. But we also are to note that, hey, we're not living in a regular society. We are living in a violent Jamaican society where you should be on your P's and Q's, even more so when you're at home or approaching your home. Really sad situation because your home should definitely be a safe place. But the reality of things in Jamaica right now, it is really not. Sad. Because when things like this happen, an attack on the state, when a criminal element is brazen enough to go clap out the head back of a police corporal who we know is armed, you know say the criminal element there is hell-bent in wreaking havoc. So for those who is seeking to continuously create havoc in our nation and probably laughing at the demise of the police officer, just note that if a criminal element can be brave and brazen enough if you do that to a police officer who is armed, what is gonna stop him from do it to you? So no matter how you may feel about a police officer, you know, just note say criminal elements are who they are. And no matter how you feel, you and them good. Remember, there is no loyalty among thieves. Yeah, man. So it is also to note that the police corporal was armed and his firearm stolen. So another firearm that is now deemed illegal is out there in our nation's streets. So I do encourage anyone with any information surrounding the fatal knockings and clappings of the police corporal, who has since been identified as Kamal Mayne, please alert the nearest police station and give that information to them, so that the entire criminal network of which that particular knockis and clappis belongs to can be totally dismantled, and whomever may come can get slapped with to. Yeah, man. We cannot afford to have these criminal elements roaming rampant on our nation's streets and feel like say all is well, because all is not well. And later on too, I go drop a vlog for sure you know what really are going on in our country, and that there is certain agents out there who is coming up against everything that is happening as it relates to the country going in the right direction, as it relates to coming up against crime and violence. I've said this time and time again, that the laws of the land need to be changed to reflect what is happening presently in our country. They no longer serve the purpose that they were meant to serve back then, because things and times have changed, and so too should the law be changed to reflect what is happening in our society. And until both political divides do just that, Jamaica will continue to be in the rut that we are presently in, sad to say. It really look away still, my peeps. Really look away. But anyway, it is what it is. So no just go and protect on yourself. As me always say to you, safe travel, pan the gravel, and continuously look out on a corner eye, cause what the old dirty corner boy them always out there. Alerts. Me say it, some may just take it as on the spot news media being jovial. But please, even though it may sound catchy, sound jovial, but there's a lot of seriousness to everything that I say. So don't take the words for granted, but put them into action. And I'm not just speaking to police officers. I'm speaking to you and I, the regular civilian. Yeah, man. So anyway, my peeps, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to On The Spot News Media as I continue to bring you fresh news and updates in subsequent newscast. On The Spot News Media. Yeah, man.